Hey, Gabriel here with the Icon Capture GPS Intelligence Brief for May 18th, 2026. All right, government affairs directors and influence practitioners, we need to talk. Because this is one of those boards where if you only look at the opportunity count, you're going to misread the market. Here's what I want to do with you today. I want to walk through the new opportunity flow, the legislative and executive movement, the regulatory and court signals, and then bottom line what this means if you're actually managing a portfolio right now and trying to decide where to lean in, where to stay patient, and where you may be kidding yourself. Before I go any further, 1,000 opportunities surfaced. Positioning windows opening. The board is open. Most firms have not reorganized yet. The current cohort is the GPS Positioning Window Review, 8 firms, 1 Shipley Certified Capture Manager, your book against this terrain. Code GPS 100 holds one of 8 seats and the extended 30-day preview that follows. Links in the description. Now, let's read the board. So, let's get right to the facts. Over the last 168 hours, GPS surfaced 1,000 new opportunities posted on SAM.gov. 388 legislative signals. 0 federal hiring signals across 0 agencies. 23 C-SPAN captures, and all of that is happening while market BCL is 0%, with 0 agencies stalled under the continuing resolution. Opportunity flow has been robust this week, with 1,000 opportunities surfacing over the last 168 hours. Yet, the top postings are dominated by a single title, CBP Design Build Construction IDIQ. This repetition raises questions about the breadth of opportunities truly available. The capture ticker shows a notable absence of amounts for these top postings, hinting at a potential information gap. When we talk about accessibility versus raw volume, this is the crux of the issue. Plenty of titles, but limited clarity on value. Reading further into the board, the absence of any legislative or executive movements and a lack of court opinions suggests a period of stagnation in policy activity. While the opportunity volume feels high, the underlying accessibility might be misleading. For government affairs directors who read this tape, the signal is clear. Prioritize understanding the quality and context of these opportunities over sheer numbers. Compliance friction is another layer to consider. With the regulatory arc theme at play, we notice 0 activity in FR and DFARS adjustments, hinting at a lull in procurement policy shifts. This could either mean stability or a brewing backlog that could surprise managers once it shifts. Those who track the capture terminal may spot these nuances quicker than others, leveraging these insights to position themselves ahead of potential regulatory changes. Turning to secondary signals, there's an eerie quiet on the hiring front, with 0 hiring agencies active. This lack of movement could indicate a temporary pause or a strategic reassessment within agencies. For influence practitioners, this could signal a pending shift in focus or a reallocation of resources that might not yet be visible in the current data. Terrain holes and lobbying clusters remain nil, painting a picture of a market momentarily devoid of overt competitive maneuvering or advocacy spikes. This absence can sometimes indicate that the market is mispricing the potential for imminent changes. Smart portfolio moves might involve identifying areas where advocacy efforts could preemptively address emerging regulatory or compliance risks. Court opinions are also stagnant, which could mean either a respite from litigation-driven policy shifts or a latent build-up awaiting the right trigger. This scenario suggests that influence professionals should remain vigilant, ready to pivot should any significant legal changes surface. Overall, smart moves right now would involve staying close to the ground, watching for subtle shifts in agency focus or the first signs of legislative activity. Those who read this policy tape closely may uncover early signals of change, allowing them to adjust their strategies proactively. The government affairs market is defined by rapid policy shifts and evolving stakeholder landscapes, demanding strategic agility and foresight. Are you prepared to pivot your strategies in response to regulatory and court signals? How will you mitigate compliance friction and protest risks effectively? What measures are in place to adapt to unexpected lane changes in policy execution? In this dynamic environment, the ability to anticipate and adapt to swift policy movements is crucial for maintaining a competitive edge and ensuring robust stakeholder positioning. Now, I want to bring back what I mentioned at the top, because after everything we just walked through, it lands differently. The Capture Terminal gives you live searchable access to the same intelligence driving this brief, filtered to your portfolio, your agencies, your NIX codes. The GPS positioning window review, 8 firms, a credentialed capture manager verified at verify.the-icon.ai, reading your book against this specific terrain. If you read this policy tape right now and you want someone qualified to look at where you're overextended, where you're underpositioned, and which windows are still reachable, that is what this session is for. Code GPS 100 holds one of 8 seats. Cohort attendees get the 30-day extended preview. Everything is at communities.theicon.ai/capture the-govcon-elite. 5.5 million records, 4 verticals ready. Provenance traced from build to award. Like and subscribe if you're managing a federal grant, research, GovCon, or commercial portfolio. I drop a new GPS brief every weekday. All links. Terminal preview, Shipley sessions, live cohort calendar, and the full brief are at communities.theicon.ai/capture/the-govcon-elite. Register free, and it's all there. This is Gabriel. I'll see you tomorrow. I just wanted to kindly remind you that you will be